Greetings, I'm Herbert Erpaderp, and today I'm going to have a look at what's in this box. Obviously the front of the box tells us what to expect.
You're not going to do your hilarious joke where you pretend it's a mystery?
No, I don't think I will. This is a 35th scale model of a Wasp Flamethrower, which, if you couldn't tell, is based on a Jeep. From what I've read, there was only one of these, and apparently, the results from testing this did not warrant further production or use in action. I can't imagine why. Enough waffling, let's see what's in the box. First up, the Jeep body. It's a nice neat part, and I do appreciate that it's a single part. This should help keep everything else relatively straight and neat. Obviously there's more detail to add to this, but what is moulded on looks quite good. This sprue seems to be the various components for the regular Jeep model, all the bits you'd expect, like the frame, wheels, engine and seats and things of that nature. I would assume this is a common sprue with other non-flamethrower Jeep kits from Meng. Like the body, this is nicely moulded. It looks quite crisp, and while there are mould lines, they are minimal and shouldn't require too much cleanup. You'll probably spend more time removing the nubbins from clipping the parts off the sprue. There's a few small, thin parts here that you should be careful with, but nothing here is so tiny or thin that it's a real issue. Just don't be overly rough with the parts, and you'll be fine. The detail is quite good looking. Obviously I'm no waspologist, so I can't tell you how accurate that detail is or isn't. For all I know, they could have committed the horrendous crime of moulding a bolt 0.5 mm out of place. This sprue has all the flamethrower related gubbins, like fuel tanks, jerry cans, pipes, and a specific wasp related bonnet, or hood if you don't speak proper English. These parts are, unsurprisingly, the same good quality as the previous sprue. Not only do they look good, they also fit together very well. I have, in fact, already built this kit, so I feel pretty confident in saying that. One part that I'm not really a big fan of is this rubber hose. The material is fine, really, other than the fact that you have to use superglue to bond it, which is very moderately annoying in itself. I just feel like in this kit, the role this fills might be better served by a plastic part. It's fine, it works, it's just a minor annoyance. We get some clear plastic. The windshield isn't used in this build, just the headlight lenses. They are clear, which is pretty much exactly what you want in a clear part. The decals are very decal-y. Looks like there's some gauges for the dashboard, build plates, and things like that. They look good, but there's not much to say about them. Here are the instructions. They're a nice booklet stapled in the middle, which is the kind of instruction format that Herbert likes. Something else I like about these instructions is the colours. The parts you are meant to be assembling are in that sort of tan colour, and the existing assemblies, or parts you're attaching things to, are grey. I find it useful when I'm looking over the steps to see if I've missed anything.
Surely old Herbert would never miss anything.
Oh no, just in case, you know? The instructions are laid out pretty sensibly. It's not hard to see what they want you to do, and there isn't too much going on in any one step. There's a painting and marking guide at the back of the booklet, though there is only one scheme, probably because there was only one of these. You can still paint it however you like though. I'm thinking hot pink. There's also a blank page on which you can draw dicks or the cool S or whatever it is people draw. That's what's in the box. All the parts needed to make one Meng 35th scale Wasp Flamethrower Jeep, and probably a few leftover bits for the bits box too. As I probably mentioned earlier, I've already built this kit, and that video will be up soon. When it is there, there'll be a link in the description. So I know that this kit builds up really nicely. It's a fun and not overly complicated kit, and while I wouldn't necessarily recommend it for a brand new beginner modeler, I don't think it'll be much of a challenge to anyone who's even just a little bit experienced. It's well engineered, which means it's probably not going to fight you. Except maybe the rubber hose. And that's my only real complaint. A very, very minor one at that. Obviously, having already built this kit means I won't be streaming the build, because I already have, but feel free to come hang out on Twitch while I build other models. Link in the description. Subscribe if you want to see more of this kind of thing, share it with anyone you think might find it helpful, and if you really like what I do, consider supporting on Patreon or Ko-fi. Take care of yourselves, be excellent to each other, and thanks for watching. Farewell.